it's becoming a problem. Belonging to a certain tribe becomes a problem. Being in a space you're in becomes a problem.
Belonging to a particular media house.
Belonging to a particular media house is a problem. Your opinion becomes a problem. Lack of an opinion becomes a problem. I mean,
Ogoingewa.
mutagoingewa government etiande. So welcome back to Mind Your Head, because
It's the only one you've got.
it's the only one you've got. This head of yours is the only one you've got. My name is Canary Mugume, and I'm here with
Sheila Tusiime.
all right. Today on the podcast Mind Your Head, we are going to talk about social media. We're going to share our own personal experiences navigating social media as a public figure. And that can be very challenging because there's so much negativity lately, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Seems like it's here to stay. And for the public figures who actually go into depression because of the negative comments, or even should take even this far, stories reported about their personal lives, breaching confidentiality, and sometimes even fake news about their life stories. How do we navigate social media, and how do we make sure stuff from social media does not get into our minds and heads to distort the way we are supposed to live our lives? So, here with a public figure, Sheila, welcome.
Really? I think it should be me asking that.
Welcome.
Thank you, Canary.
So you wake up one day, you're on TV, a simple walking into a hotel like Serena is documented because you're just there to attend maybe a concert and posted online. You're there to attend a concert, and before the concert is even done, you're trending on TikTok. Your arrival. What does it feel like using that experience? What does that feel like to be a public figure? I always get these questions, honestly, but I want to be in a position where I can also ask someone else.
But we should
so-
be learning from you. Because every
I'm-
day, Canary, you're everywhere. That is every day, every single day.
I'm going to give you my experience.
Okay.
I want to know from you. What does it feel
What
like?
does it feel like? Invasion of privacy. But again, it's expected,
But
right?
you're walking into a place with cameras. What do you expect?
I'm not walking in to be filmed. I'm walking in to enjoy the experience.
then-
But I also want to walk in like any other person.
Then walk in while you're veiled so no one knows it's you.
But why? Why? Why should I
Because
have
that's
to?
the life you chose.
That's what I said, invasion of privacy, but it's learning to live with it. Also, it's if there's anything wrong, like you say, maybe with my dress or my hair, and then you're seeing all these negative comments, I think that's where the challenge is.
Okay, so you enjoy the moment you were filmed, whatever looked nice on the
Not
red
that
carpet.
I enjoy
You don't
them.
mind until
I
something
mind
goes
them.
wrong.
Because if I've gone out to have fun, just let me be, right? But since you won't let me be, I'll let it pass. But once it comes with its negative comments, or it's a whole other thing, because maybe I'm going through something, that's why I decided to step out of the house, and then there's this whole, I go back and there's this whole lot of comments, negative comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people never think about that, I guess.
And you're online every day, you're on TV every day. These comments sometimes are not pretty to look at.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? I'll ask a basic question. How do you deal with that?
I think it's remaining true to yourself, knowing your truth. I gave an example last time of
There's a time you spent while you were offline. I don't know whether you decided to put your smartphone away. At some point, you even changed your numbers. So it cannot really be. What do you mean that being
true to yourself and who you are is learning that this is the space I'm in, and it comes with this, right?
So you pay the price.
So you're paying the price. But at the end of all this that is being said, and who am I? You know, people will say Sheila is proud, Sheila is arrogant. I met her and maybe she couldn't even greet me. And someone is not even explaining the situation. They're just saying she's proud. I met her and she couldn't say hi, or her hair is really bad, or how that impacts you, or the detail of it is never explained. But knowing that I know who I am, maybe I know that that day I was having a bad hair day, right? I know that
And you decided that will not stop you from doing the work you're supposed to do.
and then maybe the time you met me, you said hello, and I just didn't hear what you said, or my mind was somewhere, or it wasn't intentional anyway for me not to respond to you. So yeah.
I think one of the things that I do struggle with is to remember each and everyone and that I meet. Of course, for them,
You should remember them.
you should remember them because, of course, they know you, they see you every day. But someone comes with all this vigor and happiness to greet you. I'm like, hi.
That's the other thing, that you should be happy and welcoming when you meet the person.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem. I think
It depends,
I think if
Canary.
you can afford a smile on TV, you can afford a smile in real life.
Not even a smile, but have you ever bumped into someone who is really excited to see you? In your head, you're present, but you're trying to figure out like something, or it's just that moment, and they misinterpret that.
For them, that's an offense.
Yes.
Yeah, so trying to remember each and everyone, like, hi, we met. You've forgotten that quickly? Yeah. And I'll not pretend that I know you actually. I'll tell you, could you please remind me? Because I think in our lives we meet a lot of people, and trying to remember everyone is quite hard. But I'll go back to where we started, dealing with social media. Me, I block.
I need to learn that one.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, me, I block. And it doesn't matter whether I actually know you or whether you're my friend.
Please don't block me.
You haven't commented negative things on my, but you comment, you will see.
Okay.
Yeah, but me, I block. And even this year, I've been blocking people. Like, why are you insulting me? Because you would never do that actually in real in real life.
That's the other thing. I've noticed 90% of the people who they'll never do it to your face.
Can
But
never.
because they are somewhere, they can't get to you. So
Because I realized it's becoming a problem. Belonging to a certain tribe becomes a problem. Being in a space you're in becomes a problem.
belonging to a particular media house.
Belonging to a particular media house is a problem. Your opinion becomes a problem. Lack of an opinion becomes a problem. I mean,
Ogoengewa.
mutagoingewa government etiambe. So I block, and I think that has helped me because so then I don't have to see this person over and over again. But also it actually is hurting when they find out that, because I usually see they take screenshots and then say, oh, Canary blocked me because I said this and this and this. Some people from a certain political party reached out to me. There were, I think, 3 of them, and said, please, could you please unblock us? We never did anything wrong. I said, I can never block you if you've done anything. If you've done nothing. It means that you insulted me. That's why I blocked you, and that's why I block people. So I don't know. It works for me. Then the other thing is, sometimes I know I'll post something controversial, but I'll not check the comments.
Doesn't deal with yourselves.
Yeah.
So when you block, say someone has said something and it's really hurting, first reaction is you block.
Yeah.
Do you reflect upon what they've said, or whatever they've said, I've blocked, I've moved on from it, so that it doesn't, like, does it really, really affect you? Do you go back to think about it and maybe heal from it, or
There
just
are,
move on?
there are comments that I'll take genuinely. So like, if you commented on my picture on Instagram and the comment is negative, first I would want to know, you have my phone number, we work together, you decided to put the comment online. Like, I'll reach out. Not that every negative comment I block. I'll reach out and say, what's up? What did you mean? Well, Instagram has an option of deleting the comment. First I'll delete it, then I'll reach out. And I do all this for my mental health. Again, that's why we're here, right? I don't want to feel negative energy. I'm already dealing with so much in my world. Social media is the last thing, or
Yeah.
I want to see negative energy. So I will reach out. So if I know someone, first I would expect them to reach out. So by the way, this picture, no. Why you looked how? Then I'll reconsider. So that's the moment of reflection. But a random person with 31 followers, not a picture of themselves as profile, has only 2 tweets. No, 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 please.
You cannot be.
I'll block you.
But then I remember reading something sometime where someone said that some of these people
Admirers.
no, yeah, they're admirers and have failed to be what you are. But also they are going through whatever they are going through and don't have where to vent from or let out their frustrations, and they choose to let them out on the different people online, which I find is really not fair.
I
Because
agree.
like you said, someone with their 31 followers, you can't even put an identity to this person, and they're insulting you, and they're not even putting context to whatever you've said. Or
Yeah. Sometimes you post something, it's not even controversial, it's just a story. Maybe, what story can I reference? Maybe 60 billion shillings has been robbed from Bank of Uganda. And someone comments, abanyankole mwatutama. What does this have to do with anything? If you're dealing with something, I think that find ways on how to deal with it. I do not know. Or people attend BS, this and that. It's okay. You can deal with that. I would want to know honestly, where are you coming from? But going back to what you're saying, in real life, you don't experience this because we meet a lot of people actually. When I decide to go out to public places, meet people in restaurants, at concerts, and whatnot, 100% of the people we meet, they're actually heartwarming. Oh, nice to meet you in person. Can we take a picture? So, is there another planet where these people who are negative online that they do belong to, that we never meet them in real life? That's why I
Yeah.
say, perhaps, like you're saying, it could be admirers and fail to maybe do what you've done, and then they decide to, but also use it as an illusion of proximity. They think by insulting you, they are actually close to you.
because then you'll engage them, and
Yes.
yeah.
I can have the audacity to insult you because I know you're my friend. But a stranger I've met at a restaurant like this, Old Wine Shade, I'll not just go on to they say, "Well, I don't like your shirt." I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
With what audacity?
Yeah,
If he punches me in the face. So, unless I'm admiring this person, then or unless I have a relationship with them, and go there and comment. So, yeah.
And then you've been on many panels, you've been discussing how the world, everything is going digital. Meaning, much as this social media space has its disadvantages, we still need it. People are using it for businesses and all that. So, where do we draw the line? Because we need to speak to an audience as public figures to pass on information for business for many reasons. But we need to draw the line as to where these people that we are speaking to can stop.
That's interesting. One is continuously telling people online that
Yeah.
I do not appreciate this kind of behavior, and this kind of behavior is not acceptable. And that continuous reminder of that is very important. Even continue blocking them.
That one I've learned today, can I? Thank
Just
you.
block them because they are not your relatives.
But even the relatives who insult, we can block,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta block. Even on WhatsApp, I block. Like something has happened, it's fake news, you're still sending it to me
Just block.
with laughing emojis telling me, oh, by the I thought you were really? I'll block you on WhatsApp.
It's more than me.
We have a very, very precious life. And once we allow harmful narratives to thrive, they could not just hurt us, but hurt our family members and our partners, and even children. So we have to draw that boundary. I remember in our first episode, we talked about drawing boundaries.
Yeah.
Using social media to our advantage, honestly, like what we're doing with Mind Your Head podcast, sharing about mental health, using social media to promote the podcast. I think that like there's always a service we always have to eventually push out as public figures. Yeah. So let us know how you're dealing with the negative comments on social media, and we'll be right back. This is Mind Your Head. I'm here with Sheila, and we're sharing. This is what were you thinking? Is there a time you have gone off the radar online?
Not that I remember.
Not that you remember.
Yeah.
I'll share one.
Yeah, I have many for you.
When?
That's
There was this blogger commenting about my family, and I felt like they had gone. This blogger knows me in person. We've done gigs together.
yeah.
I just felt like, no, it needs to put a stop on this.
Did they
And
approach you after your
no, they didn't, which is very strange. And even after so many months of that, they still went and commented about my family. And my wife was like, no. I think this is overboard. I'm like, I actually like to keep calm and
yeah.
said no. And I could see her point. So I went on and just commented. I said, so I did not think that I went overboard, but I felt like it was important. And
to
it actually
boundaries,
worked.
I guess, is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you are trying to
yeah.
do. Yeah. I think sometimes we need to put people in their places and remind them. Yeah.
It is important,
Yeah.
even in actual life.
But it can be hard sometimes.
Online,
No,
It cannot
online,
be hard.
definitely.
Yeah.
You've just taught me one thing. Block them. Someone start
Yeah.
blocking everyone. Anything negative. Yeah.
So you said you had so many moments of me. When have I gone
It
off
was
the
that
radar?
one that I was going to. I was actually shocked myself.
Yeah.
Like, we must have really pushed the wrong button. Yeah.
All right. So headspace. A few tips you can share with other people on how to deal with the negativity online.
I think it's what I mentioned before. Stay true to who you are. Because no matter what, people will always have something to say, both negative and positive. We've just discussed that some people are just going through their own issues and want to just throw them at you. Some people are just bored and on their phones. So knowing your truth, knowing who you are, and sticking to it.
Right. I think that works. But also, most importantly, not everything you see on social media is actually true in real life. Someone might put a wrong description of what they think of you. And like you said, if you are true to yourself, you know who you are. I know who I am. I know who I am. It helps because you have clarity of who you are as an individual, and it does not throw you off the cliff when you see comments online. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe one last one is not, when you mentioned that not everything we see is true, is that sometimes it's just bandwagon behavior. There's something trending and then everyone is jumping on it, and then you also want to, you don't even have the background as to this story, and
That's
maybe
true.
we should just keep quiet sometimes.
No. I
No,
think-
for the other side. Like,
for
you
that
don't
side.
really have to comment about
Yeah, you don't have to
everything.
comment
Just
about
let
everything.
people be.
Yeah, I think that's a powerful thing to do. Guys, let us know how you deal with things online, negative comments. Share tips if possible for us even to learn. And I think you could probably have more and more tips for us to learn from than we actually do. We'll learn from each other because that's why Mind Your Head is here. Catch you next time on the next podcast. That is next week. And feel free to share all our platforms and give us feedback on what you think on this podcast. Mind Your Head.
It's the only one you've got.